Hey, how's it going, fight fans? Welcome to mindforcombat. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rohan, and it's my platform where I do fight sports related content. If you're new here, why don't help me grow this platform? All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like it, maybe hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. With that said, in this video I'll be breaking down the upcoming rematch between Alexander Volkanovski and arguably the greatest featherweight of all time, Max Holloway, as they look to settle their beef. Really, it's in a way kind of settled already, isn't it? But for Max Holloway especially, he looks to resettle his beef with Volkanovski and reclaim his belt and try and get back onto the fast track that he was to becoming, the greatest featherweight of all time officially and surpassing Jose Aldo. If he can do it, it's going to be a very challenging fight for him, and it's a very interesting one when you look at it and all the dynamics going into this. For starters, Volkanovski has already started to make some noise talking about how he wants to go up and fight Khabib Nurmagomedov and how that's a fight that he has his sights on. And for Holloway, it's very important for him to stay winning, get his belt back and reclaim the momentum that he had before he kind of lost to Dustin Poirier. Before that, he had like sort of a 13 fight win streak going, and he was seen as being arguably the best pound for pound fighter in the world, and he's kind of been thrown off that loop, really, hasn't he? Going 1-2 in his last 3 fights. So this is very important for him, and it's a very, very fun fight. A fight that both these men can win, and it's one that I'm looking forward to breaking down. So without further ado, let's get into this. So Volkanovski, whilst he's just come of age right now, really, and really he's got the best years of his career ahead of him, he's actually 31 years old, which makes him 3 years older than Max Holloway. Max Holloway has, of course, been around for a long time. He's been fighting in the UFC since he was 19 years old, so a long time now. And Volkanovski is actually an older man, but both these men are in their physical primes. I believe that they both got a long time to fight yet, so I don't think that's going to make any difference here coming into this fight. Alexander Volkanovski has a professional mixed martial arts record of 21 wins and 1 loss. Max Holloway has a record of 21 wins, 5 losses. These are both championship caliber fighters. They've both been in there in the main event. They've both been in there in high profile pay-per-view main events. Obviously for Volkanovski it was just against Holloway, but they've been there in the big fights under the spotlight. So fighting in Fight Island on a big, huge card, probably the biggest card of the year, I don't think it's going to throw either of these men off. So it's a very, fairly matched fight when it comes to experience as well. Volkanovski stands at 5'6" tall, which makes him actually 5 inches shorter than Max Holloway, who should look to utilize that height difference that you'll enjoy. But what's interesting is Volkanovski actually has a reach advantage over Max Holloway. He's got a reach of 71.5 inches, whereas Max Holloway has a reach of 69 inches. So he's got a 2.5 inch reach advantage. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can utilize that reach advantage over Max. But I think because of the height difference, that should kind of even itself out. I wish I would have known their leg reaches. I think that's going to be very key in this fight, given the way that the last fight played out. But there you go. To describe their styles, I would say Volkanovski is a very well-rounded fighter. As you saw in his last fight, he's got very good leg kicks. But more generally, he's a very powerful, dynamic, explosive fighter as well. He's one of those smaller, more compact, dangerous fighters that can kind of just explode. They seem to generate more power in their body. And Max Holloway, of course, he's got that boxing base, but he thrives with, pressure, and his conditioning later on in the fight is where he really shines. It's going to be interesting to see what tweaks he's made to his fighting style coming into this fight. Some of the key wins. Now, they both got some really, really good key wins. Volkanovski is, of course, beating the likes of Darren Elkins when Darren Elkins was on a 6 or 7 fight win streak. I forget now. He's, of course, beaten Chad Money Mendez. He's beaten Jose Aldo, and he beat Volkanovski, Max Holloway himself. So that's very, very important. Max Holloway's got some really good wins, got one of the best resumes at featherweight probably of all time, having beaten the likes of Jeremy Stevens, Ricardo Lamas. He's, of course, beaten Anthony Pettis, Jose Aldo not once but twice. And of course he beat Brian Ortega and Frankie Edgar. Those are some incredible wins at 145. He's a very, very decorated fighter. As Max Holloway is a very important fight for Max. Let's look at some of the issues. For Volkanovski, firstly, you got to wonder, what's his mental state coming into this fight? He's just beaten Max. He's beaten the biggest opponent of his career now. He could come into this fight feeling a little bit overconfident, some would say. He's going to be definitely coming into this fight being sure that he can beat Max Holloway. Is that a good thing? Yeah, but it could also teeter the line of being a bad thing. How that impacts him is what really makes the difference in this fight, and I'm very interested to see if that's going to impact his game plan, or his confidence coming into this fight. How will that have impacted him in training? Obviously, he's just new to being a champion, and his first championship fight is going to be in an empty arena. Yes, Fight Island's a big deal, but it's an empty arena. There's no screaming fans. How's that going to impact him? How's he going to deal with all of that stuff as a new champion? It's very interesting to see. For Max Holloway, these issues going to be, of course, dealing with the leg kicks. We saw that he struggled to check the kicks last time, and he, of course, explained that they weren't impacting him, but that's irrelevant, because whether or not they're impacting you, if the fight don't get finished, then go to the judges' scorecards and they make a difference. Obviously, legendarily, Shogun, who was leg kicks, apparently didn't hurt Machida, which is why the judges didn't give him that fight. But that was a different time now. So Max Holloway is definitely going to have grown his game to be able to deal with the leg kicks coming into this fight. So it's interesting to see that. The X factor for Volkanovski is going to be his kicks, and of course the win that he has over him, that competitive edge that he's got coming over Max Holloway into this fight, can also be a positive thing, and that's going to be his X factor as well. For Max Holloway's X factor in this fight is going to be, he's still so young. He's got such a wide room for growth. He's got talent. He can definitely incorporate checking leg kicks into this game. Is he able to do it? The unknown of that is going to be the X factor, and of course his boxing. I still believe that he's a better boxer than Volkanovski, and I believe that he's got to really come out here and utilize his boxing and establish boundaries with his jab and his boxing and his pace early in this fight. With that said, let's get into my prediction. This fight is going to be very interesting, and like the last fight, I believe that it's going to play out on the feet. Max Holloway this time is going to come in with the benefit of knowing that Volkanovski is going to come in planning to kick his legs, and if Max Holloway is to be taken at face value, then we understand that he will now know that whether or not those leg kicks are impacting him, he's going to need to check it. Otherwise, the judges will lean towards Volkanovski. How does the fight go in terms of Volkanovski, and is he able to adapt around his leg kicks being checked? I don't know. It should be interesting. I think Max Holloway is going to be able to check the leg kicks. Does that mean I think he's going to win? Not necessarily. I think Max Holloway is still going to be struggling under a lot of what Volkanovski does. Volkanovski is going to be the physically stronger, more imposing man, having weighed all the way up to 240 pounds and played rugby at a high level. He's definitely always going to be the physically stronger man. He's obviously very well conditioned, and he has got those explosive leg kicks. He also has Max's number, in the sense that he's beating him, and maybe that's going to be weighing in Max's head. I don't think that Max is able to hurt Volkanovski, and that's what I saw him in the last fight as well, really. And I know there was a few moments here and there, but I didn't feel like Max was able to hurt Volkanovski. And with that said, I think Volkanovski is actually going to be able to get the win in this one. So fight fans, for my official prediction, I'm predicting that Volkanovski is once again able to establish the respect from Max Holloway with his leg kicks, use his size and strength to negotiate any difficult times in the fight. If Max starts to establish his boxing, I think he'll start to clinch up and maybe start looking for the takedowns and stuff like that. Even if he doesn't get it, it's going to be interesting to see how Max deals with that. I think Volkanovski is going to be able to eke this one out. So fight fans, for my official prediction, I'm going with Alexander Volkanovski to establish those kicks and use his strength to be able to get himself to a victory in a hard-fought 5-round fight. Max can win this fight. He could have made a lot of changes in the fight. Last time I picked Max, just from what I saw him in the last fight, I just don't feel like Max is going to have the tools to be able to get the win here. I really hope I'm wrong. I've been wrong many times before. I think my record on this channel is something like 70 wins and 28 losses or something like that in terms of predictions, correct and incorrect. So, I've been wrong before many times, and I could probably be wrong again. I'm just confident that, I'm not confident, I just think that Volkanovski is going to be able to get this. So fight fans, like I said, for my official prediction, I'm going with Volkanovski. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the commentary on the fight. If you're new to the channel, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, I'm Rohan, and this is Mindful Combat.